Alright everyone, welcome to the Northern Fox walkthrough. This is the 11th main course guide I'll be doing, and there's only one left after this, which is Fujizakura. That'll be coming up pretty soon, hopefully later this month. So today, Northern Fox, I've just finished the United Forest walkthrough, which you can check out. If it's not under my videos, it should be under the HSGF tutorials playlist along with my other walkthroughs. But regardless, let's talk Northern Fox. So in my experience, I usually go with winter as my main season, and that does give you worse winds. But on the other hand, it removes some trees that can really sort of clear up potential routes. You'll see it in a second on holes like 2, so yeah, hole 2 and hole 6, I believe. I think that's where I got my 25 is in winter. I used to do spring, but now I just use winter. So let's get into it. I think my 25 uses Jack, if I'm not mistaken, because of his insane side spin, which you might need. I'll go with Jack. You can use Louise if you want better control and straighter shots.
Make this quick. I've got a world to save.
But for the sake of this one, I'll just use Jack because you might have difficulties recovering from landing in the rough if you use Louise. And I don't want that, so I'm just gonna use Jack.
Thank you for coming.
And Kaz is caddy because I haven't used him yet, I don't think, for one of these. Okay. Yep, already starting off with crazy wind. That's just how winter works. Usually I aim my shots full 291 right over here past the trees, like at where this rough and fairway sort of meet up. And I like to use topspin here. I don't know why my shot is so slow there. And hopefully the ball should roll enough. Okay, wow. Okay, you really gotta use that full power. I think I was getting some lag, that's why I wasn't at full power there. There we go, that's much better. Way past that tree. And the rough should roll it into the fairway. And if it doesn't, you can still recover, but most of the time you should be on the fairway. If not though, you can just take the safe route. You can just go like here and be fine. You don't even need like the extra power. You can just land there somewhere. Just land on the fairway anywhere pretty much. And then the next shot, so 7 meters here, which means I have to go like 3.5 to the right minus a bit because it's not perfectly left. So maybe around there. And I'll pretty much go where the flag is, because it does say I can undershoot by 6 yards, but if I did that, I would have ended up in the sand or something. So this makes sense. Like that 7 meters kind of pushed me back a little bit, and it does say down 6.4 yards there. Like, hold on, let me show you what I mean. So again, if I go there, okay, now it's a 6.6, but that's sort of misleading because now the wind is just gonna remove the power from my shot anyway, so I don't really have to account for that. I can just aim wherever on the power bar, whichever I need, depending on how much. Wait, let me word this better. So that down 6.6 yards usually means that we have to undershoot by 6.6 yards, or close to 6.6 yards. But in this case, if I were to do that, I would land outside of the green because of the wind coming towards me and decreasing my shot power. So what I do to sort of combat that is overshoot by a little bit, and you should still be fine.
Go ball. You rock.
And we're not actually on the green. It's kind of hard. You'll find you land on the fringe a lot on hole 1, or at least with this kind of wind you will. But getting a chip in here is not actually too bad. The only thing is I have to press X twice in like close succession, but if you press circle mid-shot you can kind of get a feel for how fast the power bar goes. So I'm gonna aim for like 5 yards of power, maybe more.
Keep roaring.
And that's a pretty easy chip in.
Do you like my hair?
It's almost as easy as a putt. A little bit more difficult. And okay, time for the reason why I choose winter. Normally, you'll see a tree here with tons of leaves, but the leaves will be gone in winter, so I would say this is the main reason why I use winter, is because not only does this tree not have leaves, but this one doesn't either. So that means you can go, even if the wind is like, if I want to aim here and the wind's aiming northwest, I can land on the green pretty nicely in one shot, which I don't think is going to work here, but I'm going to give it a try. Just to show how it works.
That's the ticket.
It can roll really nicely, but I don't think it will this time. It's going to roll, but not that much. Like, it'll go here, and then I can actually make that, you know. Super backspin. Okay, I'm gonna just miss it entirely. Not even bad. Like an ultra shot, that's very good. But typically, if you don't have good wind, just press right on power, left on impact at the same time as the X presses, and use side spin. It really shouldn't land you in the sand trap. I don't know why it is. I can... Even this one I can make. Or, you know what? I'll just go... Option C is you can just use backspin and land on a good spot on the fairway. So... There you go. I'm just going to press left on impact as well as down. So it's basically up on power, down left on impact, to get both some spin and some backspin, or side spin and backspin. And I'm not too worried about the eagle here. Just kind of estimate based on the lie where the ball's gonna fly.
Keep roaring.
That's gonna be close, actually.
Shock, no.
That's fine.
Birdies are your friend.
So 3 ways to go about playing this hole, and you're on to hole 3. Another bunch of trees with no leaves, thanks to winter. Thank you, winter. And I'll just press down to get over the rest of these trees. You don't have to play in winter, but I'm just for the sake of this guide, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just now realizing that I don't play in winter anymore. I just use spring. Because of, like, some runs I don't go for those extreme strats of trying to get on the green and stuff. But it's completely valid if you want to. It's not necessary, but you can for sure. So here, I would go left 5 grid lines as usual, but this 6 degrees of lie is gonna lift your shot quite a bit. So I'm gonna go left a bit more, like by 2 or 3 grid lines more maybe. And I'll use the 4 iron because 1, better RNG, and 2, I can use 1 notch under, and it should be good. I'm so rusty, I apologize guys. There we go.
That's the ticket.
And we're on the green. Wow, that was almost in. But yeah, you see, even though I went left like way more than 5 grid lines, I was still too far right. Still wasn't enough. which is kind of crazy actually. So, as you saw there, the ball was tilted to the left. Like, look at the bottom right. The ball is tilted left, but don't be misled. Only really worry about what the green is telling you. In this case, in particular, on some holes it might be different, but okay. This is nice actually. Hole 4. I'll use my left stick to point the arrow in a direction where I can see how far it's going. Like, from here I can't really tell how many meters of wind that is, but if I use the left stick, that looks like 2. 2, maybe 3. Pretty sure it's 2 meters though. So I'll go 1 meter left, or 1 grid line left, and backspin it and hope for the best. And the down 9.8 yards and the 2 meter wind kind of work against each other, so I just aim where the flag is. Okay, not too bad. Could have been better, but... well, that green is crazy. Surprised it went that far left, but we move. Hole 5, I like to aim as far down this fairway as I can, because sometimes I can roll the shot like... where's my best drive at? Is it this? That's a very weird best drive. I'm sure I've had better drives than that, but you get the idea. Just aim as far down the fairway as you can, and press down on impact here to get a higher trajectory. Because if you have a lower trajectory, then your ball can hit the fairway at like 250 yards, and your shot will just be super short. And yeah, there you go, best drive again. Here I'm gonna go with topspin and undershoot by a bit. Whoops, that wasn't the plan. That's fine, I'll just go with it. That's very close. Okay. That's why I like topspin, is because even if it hits the pin, it's likely going in. And I like this because the fact I swirled around the pin, it gives me sort of a reference as to how strong the ball will break. There you go. You don't exactly want to have a... you don't exactly want to follow it 1 of 1 because the momentum is different. Like on the first shot, the ball was stopping there. The ball stopped where I'm gonna start the next shot, you know. And when the ball is stopping its roll, it has a different momentum than when it's starting its roll, if that makes sense. So you don't want to follow that exactly. Hole 6, I'm just gonna go with like a... do I go 175? No, I'll go 176, 1 notch off perfect. And I'll go like here-ish, because the green is really gonna take that shot left. At least in my eyes it should.
That's why you listen to me. Go ball.
Let's see where it goes.
You rock.
Not bad at all. It really took that shot the other way.
Just tap it.
Gonna put like 6.9 feet on it.
I don't want to scream.
Someone in chat asks, you ever run advanced mode with the grids off? I have done advanced mode before, but after I got a -24 on it, I just sort of stopped. I prefer the grids. That's just sort of how I play and get good scores, or as good as I can do. But yeah, advanced mode it can be fun. So since the wind is going right here, I'm gonna go left of the middle of the fairway. So I want to land on the middle. Let's see what we can do. There you go. I'm right on the middle. Okay, this is one of those holes that I was begging for a double eagle on, and I finally got one. You can see it in my 2024 double eagle collection video. But man, I'm so happy I finally have one. Oh, look, a deer. That is a deer, right? Or is it a fox? I don't even know. I can't even tell what that is. I think it's frozen. I would say a deer, but where's the tail? Anyway. 233. I'm gonna go like 4 grid lines -1 because of the direction being off. Like, it's not perfectly right. Yeah, about there-ish. And I'll put 1 notch off perfect on it. Full power -1. Alright, no save states. So if this goes in, it's real. It's not gonna go in. You can tell by the camera angle. Damn, I think that 100% RNG took the shot away. Or the double eagle away. Right. Simple putt. Let's move on to hole 8. Right, it's hole 8, not hole 6. So this is one of those holes without leaves on the trees in winter. So I can just aim right over them. I like to cycle back and forth between winter and spring on this course. They both have their pros and cons. Okay, so this cut position was really bad. So you pretty much need backspin. And you don't want to go 3 grid lines to the left. Because approach shots, like shots within 60 yards, they're not going to fly the same way as regular shots will. So that grid line calculation thing, you don't want to use that here. It's like that divided by 5. It's like a fifth of that. So you saw how far left I went there, and it was a pretty good shot. 2 ways to go about hole 9. You can go here with your 3 woods and then use the 257, or you can go here, which is my preferred way. Don't even need power shot here. I would say don't use it. Just save up power shots just in case, because the last hole of the course is a par 5 and you're probably going to need it there. And yeah, perfect ball lie. Not a problem. I'll go about there. That's like 3 grid lines to the left and a bit. Yeah, I think that deer might have been a wolf. Wait, but even these guys have tails. Maybe that was a deer. Where's the tail? Wait, do deers have tails? Wait, let me Google this right now. Is my life a lie? Wait. No, deers have tails. They do. They do. But I think their tails are like not as long. Okay, fair enough. Here I'll use my 153 because that up 5.4 yards thing is not really, it's not joking around. You really want those extra yards. I'm gonna go about there. Oops. It takes some practice getting this down. There you go. That has to count. Please, dude. That counts. That counts, dude. I aimed it right here. That has to count. Man, I used save states for that, but I didn't even readjust. I'll count it, I'll count it. I'm not making any more shot collections, so I'll count it. Hole 10. Aim as far up the fairway as you can, or you can aim like around here for a better ball lie. Let's see, is it actually a better ball lie? If I aim here, da-da-da. Yeah, that looks way better actually. I'll go with this instead. So up 10 yards. It's more like 7. So I'm gonna go 2 grid lines to the right. Right there. Actually, okay, let's see what happens when we use a 165. You can hear the train. Wow, that's perfectly behind it. Sick angle. But yeah, no, that's not what you want. You want a bit more than that. That should be good.
Good shot.
Very, very good shot.
This is my boy.
Let's see if this would have worked.
Good shot.
No way.
Oh, crossed. Shock.
Wow.
This is my boy.
I'll take it.
Sink it.
Yeah, hold time can be tricky. You just really...
I don't want to scream.
More power is better than less power on the screen. This one is a tricky one as well. Hole 11. That's about 4 meters. So 4 grid lines to the right. As you play golf IRL? No, I don't. I've never played golf in real life. Just on the emulator. So 1, 2, 3, 4 grid lines. Well, I played mini golf before. I find that really fun. But I can't really be bothered to buy golf equipment and go to a course and stuff. Not really my thing, but mini golf is chill. Even though it's like way, I guess way less cool. I mean, swinging a ball 200, 300 yards is way cooler than like a 10-foot putt. But I don't know. That's just what I find fun. So 4 grid lines to the right, but you want to add a little bit because of how low the green is and how high the ball is going to bounce because of that. So we'll go around 165. Please go in. This has to go in.
Why does he scream? Good shot. Right away.
Oh, that's so close.
This
I mean,
birdies are
not
your
so close.
friends.
It is close, but not that close. Easy putt.
Nice job for once. Look like a Sunday.
Yeah, putting is hard actually. My success rate is like really low on like 20-foot putts. I don't like going for easy putts. No really point, like I've done it before. Hole 12, you can go either left and aim right here, or you can go right, but the wind is going to be way harder to work with if I aim here, as you can see on the top right. So I'll go around here where the wind is nice and straight. I'll go press down on impact, gets me higher. Wow, that's going far. 296? Yes. Okay. It's gonna be kind of a tricky one to chip in, but it's fine if I don't. I'll go with like 71 on the power bar. Again, want to overshoot rather than undershoot. Dude, come on. Super top spin on it. I got 98% RNG on that. Otherwise, it would have been a good enough power. Moving on. If you're within 60 yards of the pin after your first shot, I would say try backspin, but you don't have to. I'm just saying it from experience because that's what I did in my PB run, and I got an eagle. I got an eagle that way, so it really depends on your wind and your cut position and your lie-up. It depends on a lot of things. Okay, hole I was gonna say 14. Hole 13, again, it's just one of those where you just send it as far as it can possibly go and press down
Why does he scream?
on impact again. Look at that carry, that's gonna be like 300. 301. Another best drive? Dude, what? Alright. And 11 degrees down ball eye is kind of crazy, but don't worry too much about it. It should be fine, because this is one of those clubs that gets you a high trajectory anyway. I'm gonna try backspin here too. I'm gonna go 4 meters times 2 is 8. So I'm gonna undershoot by like 8 yards. Yeah. And you saw how crazy the lie was with that shot. So, okay, I'm back here now, I guess. Gonna skip this.
Sink it.
Gonna speed through this real quick.
I don't want to sleep.
I think this is a different wind, isn't it? No, it's the same actually. Okay, no best drive this time. I'll try that backspin again. I guess I missed. Still on the green, that's good.
You rock. Birdies are
Okay.
your friends.
Solid, solid, solid.
I don't want to sleep.
You don't even have to go for backspin there. Kind of makes it more complicated. Hole 14, go as far as you can go on the first shot. Use super backspin here, I would say.
That's why you listen to me.
Down on impact does work, but just look at this. Gets you as close as you can get to the pin. This green is tricky, because basically it's a par 3 now. Okay, chat is saying valid criticism of IRL golf equipment and greens fees are too much. Yeah, it's a very expensive hobby. Wow, we really have to go left here. Like, it's not only the 4 grid lines as usual by the wind, it's the down 19 yards too, which I'll add a bit more. And the lie is going right, so I'll add a bit more than that. So it's, and the green is going right too. So I'm gonna go like here. Yeah, about there, right there. And I'm gonna go like 200 yards or just about 200 yards. Yeah, let's do that. And super backspin, of course.
That's the ticket.
Let's see where this goes.
Very bad. Bad gopher. Very bad.
Bro said really bad twice. Okay, maybe I overcalculated this one. What if we go a bit farther right? I think my power is right. It's just I overestimated.
Destroy the frag. Right away.
So yeah, it is possible to overestimate.
This is your one chance.
That's just another one you're gonna have to practice.
Let's go have a...
Hole 15. This composition in particular lets me use topspin. But let's see what happens if we try it, because I feel like the fringe is gonna mess with us here.
That's why you listen to me. You rock.
Oh, it actually doesn't. That's good. So yeah, you can use topspin here. This is 4 meters up and left. Let's see. I'll go like... I guess if it was directly left, I would go on this grid line. But since it isn't, I'll go a little bit like in the middle. Come on.
That's why you listen to me. You rock.
There you go, ultra shot.
Your life depends on...
It really depends on the composition. You can use any shot method, like regular shot, no spin, or with spin. The world is your oyster on hole 15. Alright, let's take a brief intermission to look at this guy. If I can get the camera. There he is. Oh. Let's take a second to appreciate this guy. Is he gonna do it? Come on, say something. Doesn't he usually like honk? Maybe I'm on the wrong guy. Isn't there two people or two geese? Come on. Say something. Okay, not this time. Two ways to go about this. One is way safer. I would just recommend going here. Use a 247 and go with backspin. Let me try it without backspin. It should still be fine.
That's why you listen to me.
I'm not even doing down on impact. I'm just going straight. And you're ready to go. It's a very good ball lie too. I used to just go like... I used to like aim for this part of the green or the fairway and just hope I get backspin, but it's way riskier. I did that for like way too long as my main strat, but I'm glad I found this safer alternative. I'll go a little bit left around here-ish and I'll use backspin. The wind's gonna push me a bit. And I have a down 5.3 on the elevation, so I'm gonna undershoot by a couple notches. Let's see where this goes.
Get in there.
Oh my god.
Sink it.
That was 2 pixels away from being another chip in. But yeah, there you go. Hole 16 is way easier than I used to think. 17, 2 ways to go about it. You can go here or here with 235 or 223. Don't use 247, you're gonna roll right into the rough most likely. Let's see what happens if I try this. I'll press up on impact. Well, I mean, you'll be safe actually. Should still be fine. But I don't really want to work with this wind that I have being diagonal when I could just go here and just have a straight wind on the second shot. So I'll just go there, and while I'm on the Hot Shots Golf sort of hold on, let me show you guys something real quick. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm not gonna make much more Hot Shots content, but I will show you guys where you can see the Hot Shots Golf Discord server. If you're not already a member, here's a link that I'll pop in the chat really quick. There you go. If you're seeing this far in the future, the link may have expired, but let me know if you want a link on this in the comments below. Okay, here I'm gonna just go a little bit left and use topspin and overshoot it by a few notches because of both the wind and the up 3.5 yards.
Go ball. Go ball. Go.
Close.
Sink
But yeah, join that server if you're looking for anything. If you want to talk to other Hot Shots players, ask any questions, share your best shots and
This is
scores
it.
and stuff like that. Hole 18, another par 5 that I haven't double eagled yet. I would say go about there. It does look risky and it does depend on your impact, but it's way better than going over here and then trying to make your way through the trees and stuff. Wait. Hold on a second. $247. Okay, hold on. I think this may actually be viable. That out of bounds marker is scary. Let's see if I can go over it still. Okay, good.
That's why you listen to me. Go ball.
Okay, so that actually seems like an alternative route that you can actually use. Oh shoot. I have to restart this whole... I wanted to show you what usually goes on. Okay, yeah, usually I go about there. Hold on, can I get this right? Yeah, usually I'll land around here-ish, and then the next shot is gonna look like that. The lie is gonna be going left a bit. And just super backspin.
That's the ticket. Destroy the front.
There's no way this goes in.
Right away.
Okay, good.
No.
And that's it for Northern Fox. So let me know in the comments if you guys found this helpful.
Nice job.
I got one more tutorial coming up, and I've got a whole playlist of them if you want to check them out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.